Taurus, if the message does resonate, please let me know in the comments or like and subscribe to the content. Inner Overwhelm is your oracle card for the next 7 days. Sensory overload, hyper awareness, feeling bombarded, mental noise, emotional intensity, need for pause, grounding, filtering, stimuli. You might be overstimulated right now, Taurus. You need to declutter your brain and your mind these next 7 days. It's very important that you do that because you've been very overwhelmed over something that's going on in your life that seems repetitive. It's repetitive at this time. That's why you have a lot of overload and a lot of sensory going on right now. There's a lot of people that might be bombarding you at this time. Okay, which is why you might be feeling very bombarded. Okay, so you're getting pulled left. It's like somebody has you on a string, or people have you on a string where you're going back and forth on this tug of war. But also it's like a tug of war that's going on mentally. Okay, you need to pause, you need to rest. You need to get back in the now and the present to focus on what you need to do with yourself. This is going to be a spiritual growth raid for you, Taurus. Because right now you need to calm your mind and you need to get back into the present. Okay? You might be on your phone too much. Listen, Taurus, don't say that you're not on your phone too much. You're on your phone too much. You're in front of the TV too much. And even if you're not, you're around people that are on their phone 24/7, which because of like radiation and the 5G, you've written the 4G, any G, just anything, AI, whatever. You need to step back from reality. You need to step back from what you're doing now. You need to take a step back, like a really far step back, and you need to look within. When input floods your senses, stillness offers refuge. Acknowledge the overwhelm, seek the quiet within. So you need to sit within. You need to go to a quiet ass room. Even if it's the bathroom. If you're not able to go anywhere where it's quiet, the most peaceful place can be the bathroom. And I learned that through my mother. I learned that through my child, because those were the ways that they coped when they didn't want to be like around people. I noticed that those are the places that is most quiet, that I learned over time, is the bathroom. Unless somebody's really trying to like get you out of that bathroom, the most quiet space can sometimes be the bathroom. So if you have nowhere to go and you can't get away from kids, a lover, whatever, go to the bathroom. Sit somewhere quiet, even if it's outside. If you have a garden, if you're able to go somewhere that's outside, sit near a tree. Okay? Get the energy from the tree. Hug a tree. Hugging a tree can be very helpful. Especially you, Taurus, because you are a earth sign. And those are ways that you can ground yourself. You really need to ground yourself. It's like you forgot how to ground yourself. Stop focusing on what other people are doing and who's making you mad at this time or who is trying to be in your energy. You need to focus on self. You need to start your healing journey, Taurus. Some of this is not going to be for all Tauruses, so don't come for me. But there's a handful of Tauruses that really need to start looking within, because Chiron is about to be in Taurus around June. It's very important that you start your healing journey, because when Chiron comes in, listen, he's going to sit you down. He's like worse than your mother, okay, when sitting your ass down. You're going to be forced to sit down, Taurus. And a lot of things are going to be changing at that time around June, especially with finances, career paths. Like, you're going to be tested. A lot of people are going to be tested. It's not even just Taurus. It's going to be, a lot of things are going to shift around that time frame in June next year into the summer. You got the Lovers in the upright. First card. Taurus, you've been overly committed to somebody here, and it might be other people. It might even be a specific person, Taurus, that you've been giving so much time to that you're not focusing on self and healing and grounding, where you're feeling like overwhelmed. And there's a serious sensory overload where you're not able to tend to yourself, give to yourself, heal, ground. You had the Knight of Swords, which is in the reverse for the next card. You've been given too much. That it's put you in dramatic encounters with other individuals. It's not even just one person. It could be a specific person. It could be somebody here with air placements, but it doesn't even matter the placement. It's you've been giving your all and your time to one specific person or many, where it's now putting you in dramatic, like, encounters with other people. It's not even just in this individual. You might be arguing with this person or not getting along with them, and then you're noticing that it's like a domino effect where it's going to that person, to the next person, and then it's the next person after that, the next person after that. You need to slow down. You need to slow down right now. Okay? You really need to slow down. It's like whatever you're doing, you need to stop, and you need to sit down and you need to retreat and get your mind off of certain things, because if you have one person here mentally making you confused and your mind is a clutter box, then you're fighting with other people on the outside, and then the next person. It's like all these dramatic experiences are going to overwhelm you, because how much can you think after that? How much can you think? I really need to know, but also you need to know these things. It's not even just me, it's you. You need to find an understanding of why all of this is going on here, Taurus. Page of Wands in the reverse. You're not attending to grounding and looking within your inner child. Recommendation would be to do some shadow work when it comes to your inner child, but you haven't been working on your inner child, where the page is in the reverse. The Page of Wands is in the reverse. You got the Ten of Wands in the upright. Then you got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you've been really, not really obligating to yourself, because with the Ten of Wands, that's you giving everybody your time and your effort and your energy. This is you giving your energy to everybody and not giving energy to yourself, Taurus. I would advise that you really need to, I would say, because we have 2 cards with moons in it, all right? 2 cards with the moon. The next full moon, you really need to, you need to do a cleanse. A cleanse is needed towards the next full moon. The cleanse is needed to cleanse out this negative energy, to cleanse out this, this brain fog you've been having, and this overstimulated mind. You really need to work on that for the next new moon. It's the new moon, okay? Going into the full moon. You really need to work on your grounding, your healing, and just obligating to yourself, okay? Where you're working more on grounding and your inner child work. Nine of Pentacles here in the reverse. Taurus, you may have became super materialistic over time, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because if you grew up a certain way and you're not used to having materialistic items, you're going to splurge more, possibly, but you may have an issue where you're overspending on certain things, but not tending to yourself more. You can spend money to take yourself out to eat alone. You can spend money to buy one certain thing, like maybe a book, or my phone is being truly idiotic right now. It does not want me to get this message out, Taurus. but it's gonna get out, okay? All right, Taurus. We had 1111 come out of one of the oracle cards. You might be seeing 1111 more, or you're about to. It's going to be between the new moon and the full moon, okay? And that is your ancestors and your guides letting you know that something here really needs to change, or you need to step back into alignment, okay? They're going to be letting you know. And if you are working on this, they're going to let you know, like, hey, we're here. Good job. Let's keep going, okay? Your shadow oracle card was the control. And now I don't want to hear that it's not one of your shadows, Taurus. That's one of your greatest aspects of being a Taurus is control. Because it's domination and power. And if without you guys, we would not have, like, the situations would not be controlled. That's one of your gifts, is having control over certain situations. Like, let's say somebody gets in a fight. Somebody's having some type of issue where somebody's being dominated or controlled. One of your gifts is having that aspect to have the room or people under control. You have that gift. It's in you. Okay, Taurus? But some way down the line, people are having control over you, like over you. No. You've given too much of your control for people to have, where it's saying, yes, I'll do that. I'll do that. Now you're fucking burned out. Excuse my language. Now you're burned out. It's not okay. So that's something you need to work on. But also, some of you Tauruses have too much control. It's like you're like this over people's lives, where it's like, no, you need to let go so people can feel like they're not being bombarded by you. Okay? That's confirmation from Apollo. Yep, there it goes. So something that you need to work on is control. Having control, and also people having control over you, where it's too much. All right, Taurus, hopefully this saves. Peace out.